What's up, people? Hello. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Thirsty Thursdays. Thirsty Thursdays, people. How's everyone doing? Good morning. Good morning. All right. Whew.
PRA.com or call.
We're good. All right, we're good. All right, good morning, everyone. What a glorious day. Nice day. Happy Thursday. This is Mr. Media speaking here. This is the Bus Stop Live check-in. I do this every day since October 11th, 2023, when I got jacked up at the popo at my kid's bus stop. In case they try arresting me again, I'll get it on tape this time, not just body cam. My version of it, that's the plan. But yeah, dude, we're good. Was at the Celtics game last night. My son, it was a great time. We lost, bro. We lost. He was exhausted by the end of the third quarter. He's like, "Can we go?" He's tired, and it was like 9:30, and he's got school today. So, but I'm like, yeah, we're up 10. We should be. We're at home. We should be able to, hold this down. We lost. We lost by 1 point. So I'm kind of glad. I go, if we stick around for this whole game, and they lose, then we will have watched an epic fourth quarter implosion. And I'm good with not seeing that, so I'm kind of glad we left. But anyway, but yeah, it was a good day. Good day to be a turtle. No, I'm glad. Thank you. Yeah, there's no doubt he's my son, huh? When you see a picture, that's what I said. That's definitely your son. There's no doubt about that. That's not the mailman's. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, and that VJ Edgecon, if there's any Philly fans in the house, that guy's a player. That guy's going to be a problem. That guy, Phillies has a nice little backcourt with him and Maxey, but and Embiid's done. He's fucking toast. Just done. Anyway, we're back. So, a lot of people here for the Bus Stop Live check-in. There must have been some news yesterday. Oh, right. I'm all over the news today, aren't I? Good news, too. Get used to that. So, the inevitable happened yesterday. The two more indictments were dropped. If you're counting at home, that is now 8 indictments that have been dropped against me. These two indictments pertain only to Lindsay Gaetani and the fake assault and witness intimidation non-incident that occurred on Christmas Eve 2023 when I was lured over there with a fake grand jury summons and a fake baby and also other sorts of fake things playing on my heartstrings. And because I'm not, it's like they play you like that. Like any other person in that situation would have been like, a lot of people in that situation have been like, go fuck yourself. Like you were talking to Tully and Kate and them, go fuck yourself. Get the fuck out of here. You fucking right. You know what I mean? If I was the monster that they all said I was, why didn't I fucking turn on Lindsay Gaetani like immediately after finding that shit out? If I'm this like revenge seeking, monster, why wouldn't I have just turned on her? And like after finding out she went to Krusty Panties and Tully, like why wouldn't I just fucking destroy her right there, right? But I didn't. And they know I'm not that person, or else they wouldn't have done that. They wouldn't have taken. If I was this big scary person, would you ever? If I was as scary as they pretend that I am, would they ever double cross me like that? Like, no, of course not, because they'd be scared. But they're not scared. They know I'm actually the opposite of what they portray. I'm actually kind of a softie, and so that's why they do shit like that. And eventually they put me in friggin' jail. And yeah, when I get out, I tell my story and they're like, oh my God, he's doing that. They did the same with Fartbox the other day. Oh my God, Fartbox is a victim. Imagine thinking Fartbox is a victim after she went out after what she went out of her way to do. Like you didn't need to know about Fartbox. No one needed to know about her. I've kept her a secret. I'm embarrassed of her. She's retarded, as you can hear. And she told the police she's retarded. I don't think she's actually retarded. She has like a car and a house and shit, as she told you. But, like, but she just kept poking, just kept running her fucking mouth. And eventually I talked. So there's that. Um, so yeah, that's going on. Krusty Panties was, as we found out, was charged with another count of witness intimidation out of Attleboro with Mary Bagwell. And apparently she was arraigned on October 7th and no one knew. So she has another felony witness intimidation charge against her. That's a thing we need to talk about. Um, and yeah, man, it's just been nuts. It's been insane. So who the fuck's calling me? Hold on. Oh no, no one's calling me. So yeah, so that's good. But anyway, so obviously the big news yesterday was that I have two more indictments dropped with Lindsay Gaetani for the Christmas Eve incident, and we knew that was eventually going to happen because she sued the special prosecutor Robert Cosgrove, and Cosgrove now cannot. He's got a conflict because it's in his best interest to discredit her, which he can't do because she's a witness. But so he admitted he had to recuse himself. No motion was necessary for that. Like if need be, we would have filed a motion to have him recused from that case. But he did the right thing and recognized his conflict and stepped aside. Right? They had 30 days to find a special prosecutor. They obviously could not find one. No one's willing to take this case because why would you take a case in which you're going to get sued by the victim, fake victim, witness, whatever? Who would sign up for this? And also, who would sign up to like declare war on the First Amendment? And a swell guy like me, like you could say what you want about me. Oh, Turtleboy's an asshole, bro. Watch the video of me walking out down the courthouse steps after the Kara Reed verdict and tell me like, oh yeah, I want to fucking go after that guy. That's the guy that I want to, the guy that everyone's cheering for, who is responsible for raising awareness and building this gigantic social movement that ended up in an acquittal because a grave injustice occurred against an innocent woman. Yeah, that guy. I'm gonna go declare war on that guy. Yeah, let me sign up for that. Let me fucking burn my reputation to the ground. The only kind of clown that would take that on is somebody like Mello, or somebody like Cosgrove just wants a triple dip, and he's just going through the motions. Just douchebag, like that. Who's going to take that case? So no one. We knew no one was going to take this case. They could have gone to the attorney general. Who knows if they even tried? Because the attorney general's not going to do stuff. We've read her. We saw that Morrissey tried to get the AGO involved, and they have no interest in this. The only thing, there's only one person in the AGO, Andrea Campbell, is interested in. His name is Donald Trump. They don't care about anybody but him. So sorry, you're out of luck there. And why would they involve themselves in this? It's not like they know him. She knows I'm not a criminal. She doesn't give a fuck about me, So yeah. So so it's dropped, and so basically they had tomorrow was the 30-day deadline. They had 30 days to find a special prosecutor. They were running out of time. So we would have had to file a motion then to get for a null pros, like a lack of prosecution, because there's no prosecutor in the case. Luckily, Morrissey saw the writing on the wall, and he can't even appoint a special prosecutor because she's threatening to sue him. So he also has a conflict, and he decided to just tap out. He's just like, yeah, fuck this one. So he tapped out. All right. Now, in the other case involving the McAlberts, then there's also a motion to recuse on the table, right? And it's laid out all the ways in which she is a witness in that case. He has told us that he's not recusing himself in this one. So we're going to have to go in front of a judge for this. I don't even know if he's read the motion or gets it, but like, I don't know what his reasoning is going to be that she's not a witness. Like, because you guys made her a witness. You guys told her she was a witness. You gave her a witness grand jury summons for a December 27th grand jury into the Canton McAlberts case, right? She's offered information in that. Her interview with Tully is cited in the warrant for Karen Reed's phone, along with Natalie's, right? So she's involved. She's a witness in the quote unquote ongoing investigation into Karen Reed. So hopefully her legal defense team also takes the golden ticket that we gave them and uses that to their advantage as well. But yeah, I mean, it's the McAlbert case is obviously a much bigger one than her case, which is still there. But I would say it's on life support at this point. What do they got? They got old man Cosgrove by himself. I mean, they got an acquittal in the Karen Reed case. They got a gigantic movement. I mean, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? But like I said, this ain't cheap though. You know, all this stuff. So tomorrow's the Halloween fundraiser. All right, tomorrow's the Halloween fundraiser for the Legal Defense Fund. So tomorrow night, I hope to see a lot of you guys there. I understand it's just, like it's not sold out yet. I don't know how many tickets are left, but I understand that like JFK is supposedly doing one the same night, and like a lot of content creators are going to that. Which whatever, that's their choice. You know what I mean? It's like, but not on bail. JFK's that's just money going in his pocket. So, you know, so it kind of shows like this whole like, oh yeah, free Turtleboy thing, right? It's like, but yeah, right, sure. So anyway, so this is an actual legal defense for my fundraiser on the same night as the JFK thing. Yeah, sorry if you if you're like, oh, I'm going to this instead of that, that's fine, that's your choice, but do not pretend to be a supporter of mine. That's all I'm saying with that. Do not pretend to be a supporter of mine, because you ain't. All right, so there's that. But yeah, I think I don't know how many tickets are left. There's definitely some. So feel free. Every little bit helps, because this shit ain't cheap, man. Bettero's a great attorney, and obviously he's working with me with the bill. I won't get into details or anything like that, but let's just say that the legal defense fundraiser is absolutely 1000% necessary. So yeah. Oh, you can be in two places at once. You can. Oh, I didn't know that. No, they're not. It's not sold out, Amber. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if like that cut into it. Like if them doing that same night affected that, or if we didn't advertise it enough, or if people are just more into, obviously the Kelsey Fitzsimmons thing is big right now, and other stuff. But is what it is. I thought you had Wilbur money. I do have Wilbur money, right? But Wilbur money does not equal Bettero money, right? Like, and he's worth every penny. So, and I'm also facing charges in New Jersey, which I was not expecting. So that's more money. It's just like insane money. Like it's fucking crazy. I just bleed money around here in legal bills. It's wild. But so everything helps, All right. Just reading the chat here. Why doesn't the media cover this? Well, they covered the dismissal yesterday, the basics, but they didn't really get into like the details or anything like that. Boston.com had a really good story on it. You should read theirs. Are we sure JFK is still on? Well, unless they took the $50 from everyone that ran, but I assume they're still on. I'll be getting there tomorrow. It's 7 to 11. I'm looking forward to it. Can you write off your legal expenses as business expenses? No, they are. They're absolutely business expenses, but so that's like, what that does is it just cuts into like how much you're making. So then you're taxed less. So that's what that does, but you still got to pay it, Can't wait for the antis to talk about you begging for money. I wouldn't say I'm begging, All right, let's play this one. All right, we're back in here. All right, one second. Let me pull up the chat here so I can read what you guys are saying. Let me pull up the chat. All right. All right. Is the camera on? How do I turn the camera back on? There it is. All right, cool. All right.
Hold on. Stay up there, will you? All right, that works. All right. There. All right, let's see what people are saying. Are you still going live at 10 a.m.? Yes, I am going to continue to do the Lauren True Crime thing at 10 a.m. today. Why is the koala guy so obsessed with you? No clue. I don't pay attention to him. I blocked him way before any of this shit happened. He was just an annoying troll. I saw him coming from a mile away, so I just can't imagine caring that much about somebody that lives halfway across the globe, you know? Your life must be pretty empty if you care that much. What's Proctor's wife saying now? No clue. Haven't heard from her. Can we get Krupp off your case? We're going to try. We'll see what happens. Yes, I am going live again today. That's correct. Why don't you reset all your devices? Who is tracking your location? Who has access to your accounts? Why don't you change all your passwords? I have changed. You don't think I've changed all my passwords? Stop it. I mean, I do that, and shit still happens. North Shore Nacho and I will be doing another fundraiser for you. I really appreciate it. I love North Shore Nachos. You guys are great. I always thought a green screen had to be super flat or something. It does have to be super flat. That's why you always see stupid shadows in the back of mine. I really need to tighten that up. A lot of us nachos will be there tomorrow night, and I love you guys for that. I appreciate it. He said he genuinely hates you. Who hates me? Aiden Grant is live now, all pissed off about all the charges being dropped. That's a shame. Well, what Grant and Lindsay seem to acknowledge is that like they are the reason the charges are dropped. Their stupid lawsuit against Cosgrove could only possibly end one way. It was when we found out about it, it was like the greatest gift ever. We're like, oh, so that's over. We just got rid of it. That's all it took. We don't have to file a motion to dismiss. We don't have to go to trial. It's just over, just like that. Okay. No, I did not see Jess Machado show because I was at the Celtics last night. So, sorry, I'm catching up on the chat. My mom sent me a picture last night of you and him at the Celtics. Yes, my son sent me a picture last night of you and him at the Celtics. Oh, I met your son. I met a lot of people last night. A lot of people kept coming up to me. It was great. It's always like feels good when you're out like that and people come up to you and a 12-year-old boy came up to me and he's like, thank you for your work with Karen Reed. I'm like, oh, you're very welcome, young man. Nice to meet you. Very polite. Did you see the release of the recordings from Lauren's court proceeding, trying to get the RO? I saw the Truth and Transparency as them, and I will definitely be playing some of those. KP new charges. Yes, she does. Witness intimidation out of Attleboro. Why would anyone hate Fridge Daddy? I don't know. Haters gonna hate, you know? It is what it is. Yes, thank you, LG. You know, their stupid lawsuit is the reason this happened. Lindsay's dropping. I know. I'm still catching up on all the insanity. So she dropped Morrissey's cell phone last night. That's wild. That's wild. Are you doing another live, Lauren? Yeah, we are. 10 o'clock. That's right. What does your son think? He thinks it's funny. He loves when it happens. He thinks it's great. He's just like, oh, how many people are going to say it today? Are you still on bail now because your case is dropped? Again, read the article. I wrote a whole article explaining this. No, I'm absolutely still on bail. This is why I write articles. Go read them. Your son must know your Turtleboy. Yes, he does. Does he ask questions? No, not really. I mean, he gets it. He just knows every time we go out, people always ask for pictures. He must think you're a star. I don't know. It's different with them. I don't know. Yes, there is another Uncle Leo stream this morning because we're still got like 3 or 4 hours left of that stream. Has Duty Ron pulled his stream yet? No, we haven't even gotten to his part yet. I'm sure this will be going into Saturday. You should send LG a dozen roses to thank her for filing the lawsuits. I know. She was even quoted in the Herald as saying that, like, this is so wrong. It's like, you did this. It was your fault, but thank you. Did you get any Celtics merch from the Section 7? No, I was in Section 6, actually. Who dropped Morrissey's cell phone number? Lindsay dropped it last night, and apparently Krusty had it. So why is she waiting until now to drop that one? That's like the juiciest thing. She's putting stupid shit out there. And then she puts that up. What? You were sitting on that? Lindsay may have helped you out on purpose to get back with you. Well, that's obviously not going to happen. So I think she did it just because she's insane. She's insane. Yeah, my son does say 6'7" all the time. Every kid says 6'7", 6'7". All right, I'm going to fast forward to the current. All right. Yeah, my son did have a good time. You may be getting your bail money back. I have no bail money. I was released on personal recognizance. I'm assuming you saw the Cox email I did. I'll be posting about that, I'm sure. Tell Lindsay nice shit like chillax, dude. Okay. Lindsay also wants the Attorney General to probe the DA's office. Yeah, she likes probes in general. But yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, good luck with that. Don't we all? Don't we all? That's literally the point of the Free Karen Read movement is to get them to do that, but they won't. But maybe she'll get them to do it. Who knows? It seems unlikely. What happened in New Jersey? I have 2 restraining order hearings there and a criminal charge that we hopefully are going to beat. We'll see. Are you going to talk about the phone call yesterday? What phone call? You're excited to hear about it? What phone call are you talking about? Sorry, my Sixers beat your Celtics. It was a good game. I mean, Edgecombe kid, he's good. Have you considered a new hairstyle? No. About Lauren. Oh, yeah, we'll be talking about Lauren tonight. Lauren True Crime. Aren't you tired of winning? No, I never get tired of winning. And it's been a lot. This hasn't been easy. There's been over 2 years of this shit. There's been some lumps along the way for sure. I mean, I went to jail. That wasn't a win. That sucked. But, the Pats are back. Nurse Kim, love to see you. So are you. Who called you after the show yesterday? Oh, I can't say. I told the source it was somebody I was talking about during the stream. Let's just put it that way. That wanted to talk about the Lauren True Crime situation, and I honor off the record conversation, so it will remain off the record. No, they did ask, like, are you recording me right now? They always ask that now. It's like, I might, just like, don't say but I told her I wasn't because I wasn't recording the conversation. The only time I will record a conversation is if you call me. I will never record a conversation in which I call you. That is one thing I've never done in my life. But, if you call me, I might. If you get fucking crazy, I mean, that's my only rule. Like, if you call me up, yelling at me, screaming at me, saying horrible things about me that I consider like threatening or some shit like that, I might memorialize it. And I'm telling you right now. So it doesn't seem, It doesn't seem that far-fetched. If you have a problem with that, don't fucking call me up talking crazy shit, period. Critical K is attacking Lindsay now. I know, I saw that. That's great. Great. Melanie was on Sam Benigno last night. I heard. But would you ever do an interview with Lauren from Hidden True Crime if she wanted one? Absolutely, I would. But I don't think she would. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go get started with my day. Remember, 10 o'clock, we're going to do more Lauren Hidden True Crime. But we will talk to you guys later. All right. And sex cult tonight. And go get your Halloween tickets if you haven't got them already. All right. Just buy them anyway. If you want to help out with the cause, just buy a ticket. Even if you don't come, doesn't matter. But every little bit helps. All right, guys. So anyway, we will see you guys. Give Bob Mata a podcast a shout out. Trolls getting him. Go Bob Mata. I know David. I think David's working with him on that. Yannetti and I think he's collaborating with Yannetti and Alessia on that. So obviously we love Bob Mata around here. He's a great guy. Fight for justice. And Allie, of course, can't forget her. But we will see you guys all tonight for Sex Cult. Everyone else will see at 10 o'clock. All right. Peace to your bum crease.
It calls for data including calendars, alerts, reminders, notes, text messages,